This year, this young man, my God, he has history in network marketing, him and his lovely wife. I was going on stage to do a talk in front of 25,000 people at one of the conventions. He called me, said, I want you to sponsor me. I said, I'll call you back when I get off stage. Got back off stage, called him up. Remember me from my old company, Excel Communications, got started. And he was a senior SVP in our old company compared to what it is today. And him and his wife are not that far away from regional vice president. And his topic today, which every one of you should take a note for. This is a great way to start the year off. Road to what? RVP. And without further ado, can we give a warm welcome 2022 to our first speaker of the year, the one and only, the great Mr. Curtis Evans.
Great. Can everybody hear me?
Yes,
good,
sir.
Good. Very good. Hey, listen, we're going to have some fun this year. If you're doing this business right, you're having fun. And I you know, it sounds a little bit quirky because how can you have fun when somebody tells you no? Or how can you have fun when a family member looks at you kind of odd and strange and one of those things, whatever. I promise you, if you were shining shoes downtown, they would look at you odd and strange. If you're working at a plant, they'll look at you odd and strange. You're working at a meat factory, they'll be odd and strange. You were selling cars, they'll think, yo, you sell cars. Odd and strange. It's just what they do. So this year, we're going to recognize one thing, and we're going to understand this one thing. We're doing good, okay? We're doing good. So I love Mr. Cooper's when he tells us if they get into business, great. That's the answer, great. If they get into business and don't get any customers, great. If they get into business and don't get any IBOs, great. If they get into business and go to SVP, great. RD, great. If you have that mindset, because you helped them, you showed them a new way of building income. They're either money rich, money poor. Some people just don't have any money, and a lot of people don't have any time. They either don't have no money or they don't have time. So the goal here is for in the next few years, and if you guys do this right with all the stuff going on at ACN, is for you to have money and time. And I want you to be the GOAT of the family. You know, everybody that loves sports know what GOAT stands for. It's greatest of all time. In other words, in the Evans family, Curtis is the greatest of all time, because when I get to the family reunion, I got time and I have what? Money. They got one or the other. Now they may have a lot of money, but they don't have any time. So if you look at yourself as going in there to show them a way of helping them to get what you have, so that you can get them off your list. I like to call it, get them off your list. Just say, man, I gotta get you off my conscience. I got a way to make some significant income. Are you interested in learning? And they say yes, great. They say no, great. Well, you put it in your own words, but I got to get you off my conscience. We have the hardest time going to our family, and you're gonna be really, really sick. You're gonna be really, really sick when one of your family members, like Mr. Foster talked about a few weeks ago, shows up at a meeting with 10 or 12 people and not knowing that you were in it. So let's talk about this road to RVP. And the reason I titled it Road to RVP is because if you start your business, and we drew a line in the sand, last year was last year, the year before was the year before, this year from now on is what counts. So let's assume that we're already trained, we know what we're doing, and we're going to draw a line in the sand, and our business starts today, okay? It just starts today. All the great things that all the great speakers taught us, we're gonna put them into action this year. It's not that we're gonna go over them here and there, but we're gonna put them in action. But no matter what the people tell us, great. And so what I really wanna do is talk about this road to RVP, because if you do this properly, our ETL is just a blip on the way to RVP. If you do it properly, you're going to your RD organization with momentum. You just won't turn RD and then boom, you're going to RD with momentum. And so that's what we want to do. Now, the thing I love about the RVP part is that they say, if you look at our disclaimer that we have at the front of our videos, it says less than 1% of the people that get into business are RVPs. I wish that thing could stay up there 20 minutes. I wish it stay up there 30 minutes, because I need this thing to sort people for me, okay? But I want you to understand that you are the 1%. Everybody in here, you're the 1%, okay? So let's say we're gonna get it done. Now, We're going to talk about some of the things over here over the next 4 weeks as we talk about. This is just not the theme for today. This is the theme for every Monday, okay? We're going to talk about how to do that. And we want to make RD up because of the new comp plan that's coming out. And I know very little about it. I just got a glimpse of it. I mean, Al successfully got me not to sleep this weekend. So if I look a little tired, I'm going to blame Al Thomas for it because, you know, it's a crazy year we're into. We're into a year where things are about to happen really, really well. We know something's going to happen. We don't know what it is, but we know something big is about to happen. So let's talk about RVP. Now, first of all, we're going to put a lot of people in business, but we're looking for the one percenters. One percenters know they're one percenters, okay? They know they're different. See, if you're a 99 percenter, you want to blend in, you want to be part of the crowd, you want to be like everybody else, right? But one percenters, they already know they're different. Okay, so I want you to think of yourself as different. You're willing to do what other people won't do so that tomorrow you have what other people don't have. So today, I don't know if Jabri has the video that I want to show. I want to talk about some of the characteristics of a person that just have already built a great life and they just want to make it better, okay? So we got 2 videos we're going to show. Both of them are about 2 minutes long. They're not too long, but I'm going to go into some of the detail of what it takes to do this.
I'm up here to say thank you to God for giving me this ability, for blessing me, for shaping me, for chastising me, for teaching me, for punishing me, for allowing me to be a vessel and touch people around the world. I want to thank AFI, Cicely Tyson, Ed Zwick, Spike Lee, Carl Franklin, Alan Nirop, my mother. She's 95 years old now. She's something else. She's tough. Everything ends in because I'm your mother, that's why. Shut up. Still, the other day, because I'm your mother, that's why. Shut up. To my father, who taught me by example how to be a gentle man, the most important person in my life. 40 years of sacrifice, 40 years of forgiveness. She taught me about faith, spirituality, love, real love, unwavering love, in spite of myself. I would not be alive without Pauletta Washington. I wouldn't be alive. Small minds discuss other people, gossip. Good minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas. I was Eleanor Roosevelt. I was also Pauletta's father, my father-in-law. He was a great man. He taught me so much about what being a man really is. I want to end the night with a short video that we recorded of Pauletta's father 30 years ago that my son, Malcolm, gave me, an AFI graduate. Just a short 30-second video, and this is what Pauletta's father had to say 30 years ago.
We were put here for a reason. God created man, and God intends for us to love all mankind. And by being in a loving mood, caring for one another, that's our purpose for life. We should care for one another, and we should love one another.
In this Twitter tweet, meme, mean world that we've created for our children, the least we can do is consider what we've done and think about the young people, the future, and individually, collectively do the best we can to try and turn this thing around. I blame no one. I look in the mirror. On the other side of it, what an opportunity we have, because tomorrow's the first day of the rest of our lives. So what an opportunity we have to practice what he preached. Good night.
Okay, so what I learned from that video was this. We have become part of a really strong company. I mean, in the world of network marketing, this company is going to go down in history. I mean, think about it. I can go over and over and over to you guys. I'm preaching to the choir, but you're already in. They got your $4.99. They got your $1.99. You're IBO. Now let's see what we can do with this thing. Let's see what we can do. And if you're not sure, look at the RVP above you, RVP above you. You introduce people to the business and then get them on the phone. So let them talk to your person. They just need a little information, introduce them to the business and get out the way. There is somebody in our business. There's an ETL in your business. There is a RD in your business. There's an RVP in your business. There's an SVP in your business that want you to catch them. They want you to run them down. If you talk to Julian Lewis right now, and he had 4 or 5 or 6 RDs, he want them all to run past him. Right, Julian? Shake your head up and down. You want them to be RVPs, SVPs, you want them to go and be whatever. This is a strange business. We want people to pass us up. We want people to make more money than we make, okay? And so when we go to them with this idea, and that's what Denzel was talking about. Great people talk about ideas. It's hard. They can't see it. So just like Stevie Wonder's blind, unfortunately, he's blind, he can't see. Stevie can't see. So if you showed him something, he can't see it. He's born with that impediment. So some people can't see ideas. They can't see an idea. So if you show them an idea, you said, so if you bring in so-and-so and help him do this, well, why would I help him do that? If you bring, they can't see it. They can't see this idea. In fact, one of the problems with the best thing about our business is you can't see what we have. People sometimes need to see something, a bottle of this or some shampoo or some lotion or some vitamins or something, and we don't have anything. But what we have is an idea. So if everybody doesn't understand, if they don't get the fact that you have an idea, which is a good thing, that idea is simple. The idea is that you will make money when people pay bills that they're going to pay anyway. Okay, you're going to make money when people pay bills that they're going to pay anyway. That's the grand. Let me show you how. Now, instead of going through all that, peek them with a video and get the person, your upline, whoever that is, on the phone so they can help this person get started. Because you might have a lot of you may have a lot going for you, but they just don't trust you. I hate to say it, you're just getting started. So with that being said, I want you to understand that the first part what Denzel was talking about was what we call, building yourself up over time. This is a self-development program. And with this self-development, you don't know who you're going to be down the road. Do you think that young Denzel knew he was going to be there one day? Do you think Randy Huskler, I guess I said that right. Randy's SVP in 3 or 4 years, 5 years, 2 years. Do you think he's the same person he is today? No, he's going to grow. He is going to grow. Sam is going to grow. Akia is going to grow. Dave's going to grow. Julian's going to grow. Al Thomas grew. Al Randolph is growing. And so you're growing into the 1%. Okay, you're probably already there. You got a little growth to do. But this year, let's consider your growth is almost done. This year, we got to put this stuff into action. We got to turn numbers. We need IBOs coming in qualified. We need IBOs coming in with 10 points, 12 points, 20 points. You need 3,000 points. Now, we had a saying in manufacturing, I was in manufacturing 25 years, chunk of line link. That means you break it up. You can't get 3,000 points. You can't go out there and sell 3,000 points. That's why we can tell people we're not into sales. If you don't have any sales experience, good, because you can't go sell 3,000 points. So what we're going to do is we're going to build an organization. We just want to know if they want to be part of it. Okay, so we got systems to show you. I don't want to get into the systems, but what I want to do today is to get you to see yourself as the 1%. If you're on this line today, you're part of the 1%. If you're here today, you're part of the 1%. Okay, so with that said, the 1% is what it takes to go to RVP. Okay, and stay there. And it's a tough challenge sometimes. It's a challenge because our company is a little different. If you drop off in your points, your position disappears. So that's okay. I love the way they do that. So let's go do this and let's go do it right. So what you're going to do is you need 4 RDs. That means you're looking for 4 or 5 people that are coming into the business with you that are going to go RD in the next 6-7 months. Okay, we're looking for people that are ready to go because it can be done now. This can be done now. I mean, several of our customers are 8 points. Okay, so if you do 8 points divided by what? By 100 IBOs. I mean, you know, this is doable. This thing is doable now. So let's go and get the RD where that money is, and then there's some other surprises that Al's going to bring up for us in a few weeks. That's going to make this look. It's going to look to make this thing look really, really good. So what I'd like you to do is see yourself as part of the 1% and go through people. Ask them the question: are you open to making any money around your busy schedule? If they say yes, get them on the phone with somebody. Okay, help in 3 ways. We learned a long time ago. Third party can make a difference. Then, you know, that's what we do. Get them on a Zoom call. We got work to do. Okay, so that's part of it. Now, he was talking about loving another person. You got to love them so much. Denzel said you got to love them so much that you're willing to go to them and hand them a present. The present is this ACN business opportunity. Poor means passing over opportunities regularly, which means that a lot of people are poor, and sometimes not poor with time, sometimes poor with money, not poor with money, but poor with time. So if you see them in a shiny new car, that means they got a car payment. That doesn't mean they got money. I mean, if you got a Ferrari, you got a $2,200, $3,000, $4,000 car payment. You know, I mean, it doesn't mean you have money. So what we're looking for is those that are poor with either time or money. But it's not just to decide that. Our decision is to show them the plan. How many people can you show the plan? Now I got a board up here. I wish I could show it to you. I'll probably get this camera kind of twisted around, where it's 100 blocks up there. So I learned this from another IBO. It's 100 blocks of another RVP, and I got to fill up that block, that block of 100 every month. Okay, 100 phone calls every month. Okay, now if you do this from the start, you will have all the tools you need to go to RVP. Now it's just put up any sheet up there, 100 blocks, and you got to put it on the board. Because if you don't put it on the board, you won't see it. Out of sight, out of mind. If it's in a book, you won't see it. Out of sight, out of mind. If it's folded up in your back pocket, out of sight, out of mind. If it's on a computer sometimes, out of sight, out of mind, until you turn the computer on. So get a sheet of paper, put it on the board, draw 10 down, 10 over, draw 100 squares. They don't have to be perfect. There don't have to be no special paper. And then put names in of people. Now, go to your phone listing. Go to the listing that you got on your phone. You got probably 200 or 300 people there. And on Facebook, I'm sure most of us got 2,000 friends on Facebook. So we got ways of contacting people to do that. Now, that's what we do. Out of love, we're going to people to show them, help them look at a new way of making money. Some will see it and some not. And like Aaron Bird said, Stevie, if we don't do this, if it's a good friend of yours, Al Randolph, I'll look at Al and I'll say, Al, if we don't do this, what are we going to do? Just ask him. See if he has another plan. If you got a really, really good friend, you can push like that. Some people can't push like that. But you can say, Stevie, I'll say, now, Al, if we don't do this, what are we going to do? And Al might tell you, man, I'm good. You leave Al alone. Get him as a customer. Number one. Number two, ask him, who does he know? He may know Al Thomas. He may know Julian Lewis. He may know Sam Foster. We don't know. So that's what we do. Okay, very good. Make sure you get an answer and then ask them who they know. Okay, with that said, I want to show the next video because this is a big problem with going to RVP, a big problem. So this is a 2-minute video, big problem. Let's pop it in, then we're almost.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Tennessee Williams, Arthur Miller, Eugene O'Neill, Edward Albee, August Wilson. August Wilson is one of the greatest playwrights in the history of American or world theater. It is a privilege, an honor, a responsibility, a duty, and a joy to bring his brilliance to the screen. I am particularly proud and happy about the young filmmakers, actors, singers, writers, producers that are coming up behind my generation. In particular, Barry Jenkins. Young people understand this young man made 10, 15, 20 short films before he got the opportunity to make Moonlight. So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson, P. Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer. But not only that, if it were easy, there'd be no Viola Davis. If it were easy, there'd be no Michael T. Williamson, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, no Russell Hornsby. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
Several of my mentors, several of them said, they talk about the work ethic, okay? And Kobe, work ethic, and Denzel, work ethic. And every field you go into, the 1% have something that others don't have, and that's work ethic. But for some unknown reason, people looking for what? Easy. They're looking for easy. And would you please tell me what easy is? 40 years working at a place? 40 years? Getting up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning? I don't know, but that is not easy. Okay, but let's go here. But you hear people say this, and I want you to understand, listen to this talk. Yeah, I only get paid X amount of dollars an hour, but all I gotta do is, I don't get paid much, but all I gotta do is. They're bragging about, now listen to me, if you listen carefully, they're telling you who they are. I don't make much, but all I got to do is stand here, watch that, make sure that don't happen, put this here when they tell me to put that there. They're saying this, I don't have much, I don't make a lot of money, but all I got to do is. Now, I want you to understand your road to RD, the road that we're going to spell out for you over the next 3 or 4 weeks, is this. This is not easy. This is not easy. Residual income is the hardest income to make in the world. Residual income. If you don't believe it, you go save up $1 million and get 1% on it. Okay? You get $1 million that you save about your whole life and get 1% on it. It's residual, but it's not much. Okay? Residual income is tough. This company has offered you a way to get income, residual income. And the easiest way I know, it's the easiest way I know because I don't know another way, but it's not easy. That means your brother's going to hang up. Somebody's going to tell you you're crazy. It's stuff going to happen and you got to get through it. So if nothing else, the stuff we talk about in the next 3 weeks on Monday, we're going to be talking about how to get through that because you didn't bring them up. Enough of them will bring you down. Okay. The next thing you know, Al, I don't know. It sounded good when we first started, but I don't know, but I'll get back with you. Okay. And that's simply because you believe what your brother told you, the guy that's talking about easy all the time. So let's first, when we start this year, let's not fool ourselves. We don't want to be at 2023 talking about what we're going to do in 2023. What we're going to do in 2023 is celebrate this RVP promotion, okay? We're going to be celebrating the RVP promotion because we're going to hammer, and have enough. When you talk about work, he's talking about people that told you no, people that you got your last name, that told you no. That's crazy. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. I would not. I lost my whole life savings. I paid a whole $199 and I lost my life savings in something like that. So what I'd like you to do is make your mind up that this year we are RVP. Now, if you're not on the road, you're on the road today. Okay. So we're going to talk about some of the mechanics of it. So we're going to do that next week on Monday. And then probably we got other speakers coming along. I'm sure they're going to add to this. But you got to make your mind up that you are a 1%. I know you are because you're on this call today at 12 o'clock noon, probably 9 your time. So thank you very much. I hope you understand that Denzel, I'll use other people that have done well in other sports, in sports and in entertainment. It's the same thing. 1%ers are on stage, everybody's watching them. So when you're watching TV, who's watching you? You're watching the 1%. When you sit down watching TV at night, whenever that is, I don't watch much. But when you're watching TV, you're looking at the 1%ers. So my question to you is, who's looking at you? Who's looking at you? That's the question, because 1%ers, people know they're different. Okay, so thank you very much, Al, for the time. That's all I have for today. I'm gonna turn it back over to you.